This artwork has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up artworks that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the artwork so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is issue 4 of Building Kit from Knight Rider, from Fanhome, from Universal Studios. Yeah, everyone makes it. It's great, it's lovely, I'm really enjoying this build so far, and this time we've got something, again, it's iconic. Now, last time was a wheel, that was alright, it's nice. But this time is the dashboard. It's lovely. There's lots of pieces hidden underneath this very tray. But before I show you those, before we get to that, as ever, we have a look through the book first. At least the first part of the book. The second part we do after the building. There we go. It's remained on air for 4 seasons in a row, from 82 to 86. A privileged place in television history. Yes, very much. I very much remember watching the series as they go through. I was 10 in 1982, so it's exactly targeting my age group and everything. It's just great. I loved it. And when I knew that this was coming out, I was anticipating it and very, very eager for it to arrive, and it did. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to look at bits of the series. I'll see you another time, Michael Knight. Yes, Bonnie returned to the main cast show in season 3. I always remember her being there. I know she wasn't in the pilot episode, but I don't know. I assume she was there and then wasn't there, and yeah. Between 4 and 9 different kit models were used each season to shoot the action scenes. I have noticed, as I've been watching back through, watching a few of them on video, there are some mistakes and some continuity errors, as you expect from this sort of show, but it's all still very, very good. There we go. Yeah, it still strikes me as odd that they basically show you the entire show in the first 2 minutes, and this is what's going to happen this week. It's very, very strange. I remember Carr. I don't remember Garth Knight. I mean, obviously, he's got a goatee. He's going to be evil. We knew this instantly from Star Trek. Yeah. So the new kit with Super Pursuit mode. Oh, good. Right. The important bit, the build. Look at all these parts. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, lovely. Now most of this is plastic, but it's fine. It's not a problem. You don't have to have everything being metal to make it worthwhile. And a lot of it being plastic means that it's going to be illuminated and look lovely. So here we are. Obviously, a few parts stand out as being iconic. We have the steering wheel, the yoke. I don't know why, but they did. It was futuristic. It worked. It was fine. We've got the voice box, which is... I can't tell exactly what season it's from, but it doesn't look like it's the solid bar. It's the slightly better one, the season 2 onwards, with the volume slider things. Lots of plastic bits that things fit into. The panels, which are going to be illuminated. Yeah, let's get on with it. I'm going to move things off to the side a bit to give me some room to work so I don't lose bits. All these buttons, you won't be able to make it out, but the printing is exceptional. You can actually read the buttons if you get close enough. So there we have, I say, some parts out of the way, and we'll get on with the build. The steering wheel yoke and obviously the bit that it fits onto are metal, so they are nice and substantial. I think they're the only metal parts in this section. This is all obviously plastic, but it looks the part. It just fits in there, and excited already. Right, so I don't know the numbers of the parts, so we'll go by the shapes of them. It looks like that. And that. They're going together like that. That's what it looks like, the picture. So that will go in there like that. Then we need another bit that I can't see. Ooh, I haven't got a bit missing, have I? We're putting it onto here. But oh, it's this. It's that from the underside. The bit in the middle of the console. So that will go in there. correct way round. I believe that's got to be the correct way round, because the lights are, I mean, the panel is only on the one side. So that will go into there like that. This will go over the top of it like that. Oh, and that's where the voice boxy thing goes. Yeah, I get it. It all works perfectly. A couple of BP screws to hold that in place. Let's get those. Let's get the screwdriver. I will, as ever, put in the screws a bit. Make sure everything lines up before tightening them down. We'll get them in. Make sure that's where it should be. Everything's lining up where it should be. So, yep, that's going in there. And then we can come and tighten them up. Right. Bearing in mind this is going into plastic, so you don't need to tighten it too much. Just enough to hold it securely so it's not going to move around, rather than straining the plastic and causing problems. That's going on there. Then we have the voice box itself. It fits into there. Should just fit into there like that, doesn't it? It just says place it in. Oh, it slides up from behind a little bit. Look at that. Oh, it's already Kitt. Even with nothing else, if you did nothing else at all, then that would make it Kitt, wouldn't it? Right, but we need to sort out all the other panels. We've got lots of these and lots of these. They just fit in. Checking the shape and orientation. That one's an easy one, because that's just going to go on there like that. Yeah, there's holes in the backs of these, which is quite convenient. If you do get it the wrong way around, you can always poke it back out to get it in right. But I think that is correct. I feel like it's going to fall out, so I'm sure that is in there right. I'm not sure, that's not quite right down that side. I'll see how the other ones fit. What have we got? We've got the one here that tapers out on one side. Yeah, that fits in much nicer, so I'm going to go back and tidy up that one. We've got this one with the shaping like that. I can feel that that clicks in better as well. A couple of bulbs to go in the back of that, and the long one, which will only go in one way round. Probably that way round. The other way round didn't fit so well. There we have that. Let me tidy that one up. I'm just going to try pushing it a bit and see what happens. Not so much. Actually, no, that did. That's gone back down. Happy on that side. So I'm happy with that now. There we have the panels. Let's get them assembled into the body of the dashboard by the looks of it. Right, obviously you've got to get them the right way round. So this is going that way round. And then this one goes over here. Underneath the little cover. In the back there with a BP screw holding it in place. I'm going to get out several of these BP screws because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to be holding all of these together. Obviously just the one on that one. Tightened in. Step 6 is the tabs on the left dashboard panel. This is the whole chunky thing. See, I knew that wasn't in properly. I thought it might have been, but then it wasn't. Let's get that side that wasn't in properly in first. Again, that feels okay, but I'm not entirely certain. We'll figure it out as we go along. This is going underneath. Oh, it's going around the edge there and around the bottom. So it's probably going to hold it in place anyway. Oh, that's going to slide in underneath or over the top of the Kitt voice box thing as well. Somehow. That's going there. Yeah, that's going there. Doesn't feel like that's going on there quite right, but it is. That's that. 1, 2, 3 screws to hold this in place. So one of them at the front here. Just in a couple of turns to hold it in place. Another one over the other side, right over the back here. And the third one right in the middle on that bit that sticks out there. I wouldn't have recognised that as fitting there unless the instructions told me so. So yeah, it's very good and very nice to follow the instructions properly. That one holds that in place. All tightened down, nice and secure. And that now looks like the thing. It doesn't look quite right down the bottom here. Don't know what, there's obviously something that's going to go on the front there. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I'm sure it will all become clear and sort itself out. Let's get the rest of these assembled into there. So that one goes on there. That one goes next to it there. And then that one will go across the bottom there. I'll get them assembled in and screwed in because it's just putting in some screws. We'll come back and do something slightly more interesting in a moment. Okay, before that bit goes on with the other little graph displays, we've got this to put in first. I need to make sure that goes in the right way round. The buttons actually pop through there, and that goes behind it with a pin through there to make sure you get it in the right place. Somewhere. Locate that pin now. Maybe I've not got that quite right. I think I have. Yeah, there we go. Just needs to put it through a little bit firmer. So that goes down there. I don't know what those buttons are. I don't recall every button that was pressed in the show, strangely enough. And as it said in the writings, there are some buttons that were never actually pressed. So yeah, that one's in there. I'll tighten that down in a moment. That goes in over the front there with 2 more screws holding that in place. Right, I'll get these tightened up and then come back and do the big bit that I don't remember where it goes. Okay, that's that assembled and done. All the screens in there, and it looks lovely. It really does. This is the next part to do. I don't recall. It's definitely the keypad things, and you've got to get these the right way round, so obviously they make sense, and they're the right way up. But I don't recall seeing it. I can't visualize where it fits in the vehicle. For some reason, I can't get that one in. Maybe because that is the wrong side. Let's try one over that side. It certainly fits there, although that is different to the picture in the picture. But it won't fit any other way because of this shaped piece. It has to go that way round. So possibly wrong, or possibly the picture is wrong. Definitely one of those things. They both go in there. That goes over the back. Basically holds everything secure in place. Is this just the dashboard thing goes through it and the steering wheel's on it at some point? I don't know. 2 AP screws to hold that in place. I thought we haven't used them yet. So there we have 2 of those. I'm assuming again these little holes at the back there are probably going to be for lights. Might well light up. There's lots of lights in this. I didn't realise that there was going to be so much illumination as there apparently is. So yeah, that's going to go on there. Are those the right distance apart for that? Yeah, that's going to fit on there. Like that, with the steering wheel coming out the middle of it. The steering wheel we aren't assembling as yet, but eventually, obviously, the little Knight logo is going to go in there. Hopefully even the right way up. There we go. That's going to go in there. That's going to hold it all together. Like that. I noticed that in the episodes, sometimes it has the words, sometimes it doesn't, but it always has the logo. So that's going to go in there. That's going to go through there. Maybe. Can't go through there from the other end, can it? It's going to go through there, isn't it? That's got to be where it goes. Just a little bit in the manipulation, because that sort of matches up and looks about right, doesn't it? So that's going to go through down to connect to the steering. That's going to go up on there. And there we have the end of the build. It says to keep the GM screws as well, so they will not be lost or damaged. I don't remember it having these floating panels at the front there, but I'm sure it does. But there we have the dashboard and the steering wheel coming apart, because I haven't screwed it together yet, but you know, it will. So yeah, that's that. It looks nice. It looks lovely, in fact. And I'm very happy with it. Now that is the end of this month's delivery. So I'm waiting now for the next batch to arrive patiently, not anxiously waiting, sitting at the doorstep every day to see if the postman brings it. I know it won't be for a while yet. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me on the first 4 of these issues. Before we go, I will, of course, have a look at the rest of the magazine. That's quite safe under there. Almost like I planned it that way. The voice generator. Kitt himself. One of the most striking features of Kitt is his ability to speak. It certainly was in 1982, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, there we go. The steering wheel with the writing on it. Can you see the panels behind? You can't really. I'm sure they're there, but yeah. Kitt is great. Car was yellow LEDs, but yeah. That's that. Still talking about Kitt. Actor William Daniels played Kitt at the voice. There we go. And that is the end of issue 4. Thank you very much for joining me. I have other partworks up and coming until issue 5 turns up at some point. Probably going to be a few weeks or a couple of weeks from after you see this one, maybe, but we'll see. It'll be there as soon as I can make it there. So thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. I shall see you soon. Bye bye for now.